Hi everyone, I'm back. Welcome to my channel if you're new. If you're not new, welcome back. I'm Christine, and I first wanted to just thank everyone for their comments, their DMs, and messages saying, come back, please come back. And I'm so sorry that it's been so long, but we're here now, and I figured the best way to start off is a little plan with me. So grab your planner, grab something to drink, and let's get into it. So we're going to be planning the week of February 9th, which is this week. And usually it's a little bit of a touch and go situation. Please don't ask me about this. So it's really just gonna be like the functional part, like the structure of it. And then we'll plan out Monday, and then we'll see how things go. Okay, so what am I using this week? Let me think about it. I'm gonna be using FTV 152. So this is a From the Vault kit, and I've gone through what's included in these in the past. It's pretty much a monthly kit, washi tape boxes, a sampler, then you get some labels. In this case, you get deco and some day headers. So I think this will get it done. Yeah, this will get it done. So I'm gonna try to talk as much as I can because y'all, life has just been lifing, and it's been one thing after another. And so unfortunately, YouTube kind of took the hit, but I'm committed to holding on to you guys and my channel for dear life because it's just something that I get to do for me and for you, of course, but just something that I enjoy combined with sharing it. And so I said I need to start as simply as possible. I was having so many technical issues, and I just gave up. I literally was just like, I cannot do this right now. And hopefully I've resolved it. Like I was telling someone in the comments, like, I don't know if it's gonna work until I've already done all of this, and then come to find out the video is not exporting and things like that. And I just don't have it right now to like seek out another program. Like when it works, it's great, no doubt about it. But when it doesn't work, I like to pull my hair out, and I don't have it to do that either. Where's my little ruler? Okay, it's fine. I will use my colorful ruler in the meantime, and I'm just gonna go ahead and set this up, and then we'll talk some more. So here is the structure for my week. If you're new, or you're not following me on Instagram, which you definitely should be, I use the 3 o'clock slot throughout the week to kind of break off my work day. And then I'm going to put my work hours at the 10 o'clock slot. And then over the weekends at the 10 o'clock slot, I block off and put a header for the weekend. And then I will put over here my remaining to-do items. Some of them are ongoing projects that I work on every weekend. Some of the things are items that overflow into the weekend. So my week is really structured, but my weekend, I like it to be open. Like I don't like to have anything timed if I can help it. And so I won't schedule when I'm going to do my tasks, but I will put them up here. So if I can get around to them, I'll get around to them. And if not, I'm totally fine with them being moved over to the next week. So here, this is an example where, this is last week. As you can see, I'm really like hearts and coffee this month. So I will check off tasks if I've done what I set out to do for the weekend. And it doesn't necessarily mean I won't carry it forward, but if I'm supposed to like, you know, send 3 emails or do a certain amount of audio files in the weekend and I do it, then I will check it off, but also knowing that I'm gonna write it on the next week because I still have more to do. And then I have these where it's like, I just have to carry it over because as you can see, like a lot of time wasn't really available. And of course it was Super Bowl weekend. But yeah, I really tried to front load my week so that my weekends can be open like this. And it took a little practice to kind of figure out how to break up my tasks. And so here are the tasks that I'm gonna do like at my desk. It might be a phone call, a fax, an email, something I can do while I'm working, which is totally fine. And then things start to get kind of goofy, kind of weird after I clock out. And that's when I do a lot of like my cleaning tasks. So I do sometimes do it before work. And when I have to kind of like run around, maybe run errands and things like that. So that's what this setup is. As you can see, it's taking shape and I'm kind of weird, okay? Kind of weird because I like to like follow kind of these little like rules for myself because I don't want it to be chaotic, but I do want it to be full. So that's why I kind of have these little rules for myself when I lay out my spread. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue to set it up and then we're gonna talk because y'all, it was like, you guys, I'm a caretaker as part of one of my day jobs. I get to be a caretaker. And if you have ever taken care of an elderly person before or a sick person before, then you know it's not for the weak. And it's a little bit different when you have someone who is like technically like your senior and then you kind of are responsible for them in a way. They be a whole hostile participant in their own care, like they really not trying to hear anything. And so I find a lot of times I have to do a lot of jumping around, navigating a bunch of stuff, just trying to make sure that they get the help that they need. And so that takes up a lot of time. I'm really like the bottleneck for a lot of things in my family, and that's why my lists are so long. I had someone ask me on Instagram, they were like, is this just for work? I'm like, no, baby doll, no, baby girl, this is everything, okay? It is why I have to write a pre-plan list and double check who has an appointment, who has an application due, who needs this ordered, that ordered, and it can become overwhelming at times. But this is why I lean on my planner like a lot. And so I hope you guys can stick with me. One of my promises to myself, I don't want to call it a resolution, but one of my promises to myself was really to make sure I'm prioritizing the things that are for me. Because when you are in a position where you're kind of like constantly serving other people, it's easy to forget about you. And I like doing this. I like us, you know, getting together and setting things up. I'm going to try to do better. I'm going to try to do better about posting the shorts, which I was doing for a little while, posting the shorts that I post on Instagram, posting also on TikTok and YouTube. But as you can see, it gets to be a lot and fast. So give me 1 second. I'm going to get some habit trackers. Okay, this is an opportunity for me to show you guys how I organize my stickers. It's a janky system, y'all, and I really do be lazy. Like, I do not want to print anything out for this. So I've been using Post-its to kind of label it. Still got the label on this. I don't care. And I don't want to have a whole pattern here because I feel like that's going to be overstimulating for me on my desk. So this is my weekly setup binder, which is falling apart. I'm going to end up swapping all of this around, and hopefully I'm going to intend that I'm going to be in a position where I can take you guys along. But my weekly setup binder is just all the things that I usually use in a week. And this has changed, so I don't feel like this is really accurate anymore for real. But you can see, like, I have a lot of boxes and functional stickers here. So I'm really looking for a habit tracker so I can write in what I'm tracking for the week. So I'm gonna grab this. And as usual, I'm gonna be tracking my carb intake. We're still doing that. We're gonna talk about goals too in a future video. And I can tell you right now, my goals are gonna be very similar, if not the same. So since we haven't spoken in a while, let me tell you that you do not have 12 months to do what you set out to do. And I just feel like I need to tell you, do not force yourself to pick like all new goals just because it's a new year. That won't be me, and I don't think you should do it either. That being said, carbs is being tracked, water is being tracked, vitamins are being tracked, which I've been doing really good with because I found drops instead of pills because I don't like taking pills, and that was kind of holding me up from taking my vitamins. But since I found some really good drops as an alternative, I've been on it, okay? On it. So let me get this down. So I've been switching between my nightly face routine, skincare routine, and trying to track like how many hours between the last time I eat and the next time I eat. The reason why I took it off though is because I've kind of gotten into the habit of it. It's not whether I wash my face or not, it's whether I use like the little pads, the serum, and sometimes I just be wanting to splash the water on my face and go to sleep. But this month especially, I've been on it. Okay, so I'm going to put 18 hours fast. I kind of want to do at least 18 hours of fasting a day. And I definitely feel the difference when I do that. I see how I set that up, right? This little thin washi here ends up being the little border for my little habit tracker. I just think that's just the cutest thing. Okay, next I am going to take my day header with the stray washi on it. Where am I supposed to put this? Oh. And I'm gonna take the this week off of this and put it here. Now tell me this is not cute. This is so cute. Okay, so I think I actually want to use this monthly page, this sheet on my February monthly, which I have not done, by the way. I think I want to do that, but I still have some pink kimono kits left. So this is what January looked like. And I like how this looks too, but I feel like I want to give planner cakes monthly to try. Nothing against them. I just always had like a whole stack of pink kimono kits lying around for me to use. So that does change a little bit of what I was going to do. Oh, this is perfect. So I have these 5 here, but y'all know me, like it's a little too much happening already with all of this around the side. So I think I'm going to use these, and I hope I don't hate it. So you know I gotta open up my little brain dump list. I stayed with this list because push come to shove, if I can't open this up, I still have what I actually have to do, and I can cherry pick things as needed. And when things come up, like I can keep track of what I'm pushing to the side in order to accommodate that new task. So, let me see. So in case you're not aware, I skipped the 11 o'clock hour because, you know, I need a little visual space. And then after that, I put my dots over the 12, the 1, and the 2. You know what I'm saying? Just to keep it even so I can make sense of what I'm doing. So I'm gonna fill out the first half for sure. And then sometimes I'll take a black and white icon and put it in the place. If I just needed to jump out, like it's kind of a way for me to give it a little bit more importance. So I will use black and white icons for things to stand out a little bit more, or the doodle icons depending. And then if I decide, okay, this actually needs to be done, like before I do any of this other stuff, I'll take this dot and move it somewhere else, and it's fine. So one thing for sure, oops, like I was saying. So one thing I know for sure I need to do is I need to prep for my calls this week. And something that's not on the list, but something I ended up doing today, I'm glad I remembered, is I needed to follow up on some forms. And then lastly, oh, I had to put in some other forms for my honey. Give me a second. I don't know why it's acting like it's not working. And just in case, I have 2 of these. This is ridiculous. Anyway. Looking good. I also know that I have a couple of meetings this week, so I'm going to jot those in. I also have to check on my grandma, which I do like for sure at least twice a week, definitely on Thursdays. But I have a feeling I'm gonna end up there on Tuesday as well. And then lastly, I like to use these 67, which is the scallop labels, to break up my chores, because I cannot do like clean the whole house in one day. No, I need to do a little bit. So by the end of the week, everything's reset, because I'm trying to balance my energy. Like I cannot be dragged too far in any one direction. And I'm learning that now. So yeah. So I'm definitely gonna do the floors today. So I told myself I was gonna do it on Sunday, and I did it, but I kind of want to go over them. So we're doing. Everything else is like my time. And then I'm gonna do some laundry tomorrow morning. Or at least start it. And then for sure, I have to kind of go through all the rooms. No later than Thursday. No later than Thursday. Also, I need to put that the pharmacy is dropping off medication. I put the 5 p.m. at the end because they'll say 3 to 5 and show up at 11 a.m. But I'm just putting down what they said when they said they were gonna come. And I'll put it here. Actually, no, I'll put it up here because, like I said, they come when they feel like. And I'm gonna save the quote for later. So I just didn't get a chance to think about it. And then the last thing I'm gonna do is I like to take these dots off of the bulk kit sampler specifically because they match so well, and I like to use them for my checklist. So cutesy. And I forgot I actually do have some deco, but I'm feeling a little stingy because I really do think I'm gonna end up using it on my monthly. So I'm just gonna put a couple. So this is my setup. I hope you guys liked it. I appreciate each and every one of you for sticking by me. I hope you continue to stick by me because I intend to have more videos coming and soon. So please stay with me, and we're gonna be hanging out a lot more often. If you like this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you really liked it, please consider subscribing for more pretty and productive planning content. You can follow me over on Instagram, over at Honey Style Enjoy. And other than that, I hope you guys have a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful week ahead. and I will see you in the next one.
Writing all of these love songs for somebody else. Posting all of these pictures so downhearted. I lost myself 1,000 times, please.